So let's take a look at the double drag. Where did you get that up to?
I got that up to about 70-ish.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it there. And remember, we didn't get to the final iteration, right?
No.
It's cool. That's slow, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, no.
That's what I mean. It's a dotted quarter.
It's a dotted quarter. I was playing at the eighth one. Sorry.
Okay, it's good. It's good to learn the stuff slow.
Hold on a minute. Yeah.
Slow it down to, say, I don't know, 48.
Yeah.
If you can get your hands and your head around this thing. Pardon me. You know, you came in kind of blazing, playing doubles, right? At a certain volume, at whatever speed that was, you know, it's pretty fast. However, you can see that perhaps, and Dick would say this a lot, Richard Wilson would say, Kevin, you know, because I'd get up to speed, it's like, you're just forcing it out. It's not really happening, right? And so what these strokes do is they provide us a glimpse into what's really happening.
Yeah.
Right? Because doubles and roll strokes, or doubles, are only one part of it. And they're connected to this, right? And so the two are somehow related, right? They're a reflection of each other. They involve whichever of the 7 basic strokes are part of whatever is the stroke we're playing. And so the gig is these, and again, we're just going back to cornerstone concepts, right? And it wasn't bad, right? It's coming along. Your double sounded pretty good, right? Now, something isn't translating, or there are pieces missing. A downstroke, typically, right? And there are examples of a downstroke, perhaps not necessarily always stopping down. There are things we'll do, right? But we want to learn how to play a downstroke and stop low, right? We don't have to, there are downstrokes that will involve maybe rebounds, and so now but in this case, I want you to learn how to make a proper downstroke. And that means, okay, and I know that this will do this. You're going to get to here, right? 3-finger grip. Take your other fingers off for a sec for fun. How come is that right? That's not too bad. I don't want you, the middle finger is supposed to intersect the stick in a way that acts like the fulcrum for a first-class lever, right? And so if we're trying to get the stick to do this, Joe, we don't want to have our fulcrum. It's in a sense, it's almost widening the fulcrum. Now the stick, it's as if you were assembling, engineering a teeter-totter, and somehow there was a mistake on the blueprint, and the fulcrum that's supposed to be perpendicular to the beam is at a funny angle. So the beam's going to start to wobble, or there isn't a distinct fulcrum. So I just want you to make sure that, yeah, the middle finger does aim towards the corner of the room, just a little bit, but it's not like this. It's not slid down the stick pointing towards the floor. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay. 3 fingers, real simple, 3-finger grip. Dick would say, flat of the thumb, first knuckle of the first finger, right? The crack of the middle finger. That's your 3-finger grip. Fourth and fifth don't have much to do with it. That's how much to just focus on the 3-finger grip right now. And he'd say that the fulcrum is the middle finger. Right? It's in there. Just do that. Now put your first finger and thumb back on and show me the grip. Right? So yeah, so I mean, maybe this will help get you there. To get this to happen, the fulcrum is going to be in a particular place, right? So that the stick can rock. All right. Okay, now we're palm down. So, okay, so now we're back to the downstroke. And we're getting this with a 3-finger comfortable grip, right? And then we get this. We get this. And then we get this. This to this. This to this. I like your up. Your up looks pretty good. Here, this looks good. Now, as I turn my wrist towards the ceiling, the assembly collapses. Right, more like that. Your down was, I'm not sure what you were doing. Study it. Yeah, there you go. It's better. Now you're back to where you started. And this part of the assembly is flat. Right? So you're going to get this to this, this to this. There you go. Good, good, good. That's better. You see where you're stopping? So that's where you stop when you play your the first what is really a drag, right? It's a right drag, meaning the left is playing the Appoggiatura. You're getting so you're just getting this. Let's hear it. Just this.
Oh, so because I remember you had me play the first 2 drags, those main notes as wrist turns.
Oh, well, maybe. Yeah, you might be right, actually. Oh, okay. I might be busted here. Okay, so it's the last downstroke that I was actually.
Yeah.
That was good. See? Okay, so we're turning, right? But it's when you get to that you don't stop down. You're up somewhere. So what's the next note be? Let's see. So it's So you're up in the air to play the beginning of the second half of the double drag, but you shouldn't be. The second half of the double drag starts here, doesn't it, at the floor? Right? So if you make a downstroke, see the first half, the third, eighth note is a downstroke. It's an accent, right? Go ahead and stop here. Yeah. Go ahead and do it on purpose. Play a downstroke and stop here. Yeah, there. Now, the next note you're going to play is what? Well, the right is the Appoggiatura, a double, and grace notes, and now you're about to play a left wrist turn, but you're here. How are you going to play a wrist turn from here? Try it. What would you do? It's what you were doing when you showed me the stroke. Yeah, how are you going to play a left wrist turn there? Just go down, I guess? See, it's not a wrist. A wrist turn is up to down. See? And think about the throw. There's this, and there's the turn to the ceiling where the arm collapses. No, wait. It's already better. Much more flat. It's more relaxed. However, in the left, we don't just do this. I have a Richard Wilson video of him teaching this. I think it was erased. But here's what he said, essentially. And I have it written down. I took notes. But essentially, he says, you leave the bead down on the way up. Right? You don't lead with the bead. You don't bring the bead up as you go up. You leave it down as you go up. And I said, what do you mean you leave it down as you go up? And he said, you leave it down when you go up. You don't bring the bead up on the way up. Got a little bit gruff with me. He said, and then you bring the bead up. But in the left, we're talking about the left. The leftist wants to bring the bead up and make this kind of motion. But it doesn't. The bead is, you leave the bead down when you go up, and then you bring it up. See, they move opposite to one another. Watch, the bead doesn't come up as the forearm is going up. He'd say, what are you doing? You're leading with your arm. You leave the bead down, and the only way the bead can come up. What are you doing? All right. Well, for the listening audience, you leave the bead down on the way up. And the only time you bring the bead up, and see, so the forearm is moving up. The bead, in a sense, see, the wrist is going down, and the forearm is going up. The wrist is going down, right. So are you going up or down, Joe?
Well,
right? It's confusing, isn't it? Because you're doing both. Your wrist is going down, your forearm's going up. Now it's got to be the opposite in the other direction.
yeah.
Now, wrist is going to go up, and right. And at the very end, they're going to catch up with each other. No, you just didn't do it. You just ran through and started to lift the bead up. You have to leave it. Yeah, and you don't have to get a big gooseneck. You don't have to go quite that much. I don't want you to exaggerate. Yeah. Okay, and now it goes the opposite way. Yeah, so there's a moment when you watch. There's a moment where it's waiting. It's so brief. You might not even want to mention it to a student unless they're doing this. Because we want this. Okay? See how it looks? And when I'm playing it in real time, see, there's a moment where it stops, but it doesn't do this. Now that's arm. Here's wrist. See? They move opposite of each other. They're countervailing one another. So I think you should just take a moment, take a moment to stop at the apex of your motion. There. Now go the other way. Okay, now do it in real time, but there's just a moment. You have to turn day into night and know where you're turning day into night. Don't come up that much. No. You're gonna turn, and now go on and turn to the ceiling. You don't have to go in slow motion. Your up was nice when I guess you thought you were too much, too big a turn. I just want you to do this. Yeah, and now go the other way. Do it again. There. See, it has to get to that. Now go up and stop. Go up and stop and feel that. You have to feel that when you get to the top of your stroke. Okay? Do it in the left. Feel that. Come on, okay, yeah. Just easy does it then. 3-finger grip. There. See, you've got to that position. Now you can reverse it. You don't blow through that position. And as you reverse it, you'll notice that the forearm will come back to the floor and eventually the beat, but do it in real time. Now, real time to you means this. It's interesting. It's cool. Real time to you means this. Here's real time for me. It seems slow, doesn't it? Look, I'm at the top. Watch, just watch. I'm at the, just will hang out. Have fun. I'm at the top. I'm at the top, top, up, down, top, down, up, down. It doesn't go up, down, up. It goes up, down, 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 up, down. Watch. See, there's still an up and a down. How could you ever get that speed if you're always blowing through the motion? Okay, try it again. No, nice and smooth. Look, think of the timing. Watch. Here's another way of thinking of it. Going up this fast, down. So it's up, down, down. Same speed. Say up, down.
Up, down.
There it is. Up.
Down.
There it is. Up, down. Up. You can go faster, can't you? Up. As fast as you can say up, down, maybe. Up, down. Don't keep doing it. Speed it up.
Down. Up, down, up, down.
Faster.
Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up.
There you go. Faster.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Make a note on the way up. Don't blow through the top. There's got to be an up and a down. No, you're just starting to get to the point where you're blowing through the top. Getting there. Okay, see? That's better. All right, so we're going to play the stroke again. Yeah, see, watch. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You can say it. I might say that out loud. Okay, so slow it down. Now let's slow it down a little more. Really take our time. So where were you? 48?
Yeah, I was practicing this at the 8th note equals.
That's cool too. But let's just slow it down to like 40 and see.
Yeah, let's do that.
No. The right, your left's better than your right. The right does this. Let's see. There he goes. Da-da, da-da, da. Da-da, da-da, da. Watch. Da-da, up, down. Da-da, up, down. Da-da, up, down. Da-da, da-da, down. Da-da, da-da, down. da 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 down, da 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 down. So just go. Wait, better. Just da 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 da. There. Now you're not all twisty and weird. Now make a down, same speed. Down. Yeah. So do it again. Da da up down. Say da da up down. Or just listen for the da da and then say up down.
Up.
Oh, you twisted. Da da up.
Da da up.
Oh yeah, right. But make notes when you do that.
Da da up down.
Now you didn't stop at the top.
Da da up down.
Nope, not quite. No, I don't want da-da, up, down. I feel like you're doing some of that. Da-da, up, down. No, it's, watch. Da-da, up, down. Da-da, up, down. Da-da, up, down.
Da da up down.
Okay, let's try it again. No. Da-da, up, and just stop.
Da da up.
Nope, you didn't get the bottom of the beat for the two notes. You need to hear da-da. There you go. Do it again, come back down. There you go. Now it's going to go the other way. That's all it is. Nope, you turned too high to the ceiling. The timing wasn't right. Up. Nope, you have to stop at the top. I'm going to have you stop at the top. Da-da, up, down. Watch, the down isn't, the down is just, it's not a big deal. Up, down. Watch, as much as you do this, I want you to do it that way. See, this is Richard Martinez. You're getting both sides of the throw, right? You get this side, the wrist turn that much. You get this side, the wrist will turn the same. Think of it that way. There you go. Oh, you blew through it. You didn't just go up, down. The stick does this. This is another Richard Martinez thing. This is cool. The stick does, it's like this. One of the sticks is the wrist. Let's pretend it's this. And the other is the stick. And it goes like this. See, you're at the top. It doesn't go. Doesn't go. It just does. It just does this, and then this. See, it has to get to here. It doesn't do this. It doesn't do this at all, even small. It doesn't do this. It forms a triangle. Pyramid power. Form that triangle. Watch. I'll show it to you. There it is. So I'm going up. What? Just watch. Okay, just watch. Up, down, up, down. See the triangle? Triangle collapses. Up, down, up, down. No matter how fast, I don't ever lose making that shape. There you go. That's no, you yanked it up too much. Just let everything fall. No, you have to get to here. It's as if. Then you have to let it fall. It's not something with the arm. Better. Stop at the top. Yeah, and when it falls, watch. Think of this part of your wrist heading towards the ground, heading towards the floor. You get to the top of the pyramid. No, it heads down right away. You don't have to force it. Try it again. Like that. Feel the, no, you have to get to the top of the pyramid. No, do it in real time on the way down. Real time does not mean this. Real time means you're going to go up at a speed and down at a speed, not up at one speed and then down really slowly. They're supposed to be the same speed. Oh. Go on up. Go up. Yeah. So you have to get to that position. Now go down at the same speed. There. Do it again and stop at the top. That helps you. There. Now come, turn that much on the way back. No, you turn bigger on the way back, and your arm didn't get to the floor in time. There. There. Okay, let's try the stroke again. I don't mind your idea. Yeah, let's better. Try it in the left. Stop at the top. No, you didn't stop at the top. There you go. Now come back. Like that. That's all it is. And a stopping at the top, if you're in real time, might be a little bit more brief, but you do stop at the top. So, but if you're going to practice it remedially, you're going to come up and stop at a certain speed. You're going to wait, and then you're going to come back down at the same speed. You're always in real time, even if you're waiting at the top. There. See, it's slower than you think, isn't it? That makes the motion feel slower. No, you didn't really stop at the top. Yeah, now come back. Just get the feeling of a throw. Yeah, there it is. Feel all the energy? You see, you don't have to make a big deal. Just this motion, the energy travels out to the bead. Feel it rush forward to the bead. You don't have to do stuff. You just get to hear, and then that little bit of weight falling as you turn your wrist. Oh, you just blew through the top. There it is. Now come down at the same speed. That's it. Don't you feel watch? Don't you feel like you're going to leverage something? Like there's a big weight here? I don't want to get bogged down with one aspect of the technique, but I want you to get this. First of all, there's the idea of maybe prying up a rock.
Yeah.
Now, I brought out the rock. We're going to pry up the rock. How do we pry up the rock? We're not going to lift it up. We're going to use leverage, right? Okay, so watch. I'm just here right now. We're leveraging up the rock. Look, the rock got lifted. It turned onto its side. Right? So we're just gonna. So that has that quality where we're leveraging something up. We put it here. Watch. Look, I leveraged it up. Okay? Maybe this is how they got the blocks up to the top of the pyramid.
Right.
Right? They leveraged it up. They didn't take 20 guys and have them all lift. They took 2 guys and they just leveraged it up because there's a fulcrum. It's increased efficiency. Okay. Okay. So there's a feeling, but there's not much to feel. But you can imagine you leverage something up. Now you feel as though this thing you've leveraged up, it's got some weight. How are you going to get that back? How are you going to get all that weight? Look, you'd have to lift it up. You're going to lift it up by doing this? Well, you could, but now how do we get back? It's not a very efficient motion. So we're leveraging this up, and then we're going to, and by virtue of lifting this weight, it forces, don't you feel it force your forearm down? Ah! You force it down. Ah! Feel it? There you go. Dick would call this, Richard Wilson would call this, the torque. You can't get the torque by doing this. Now you've got this big radius.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we get this kind of torque from the wrist. Torque. Or you're making half a circle, right? You see, you're starting to make a circle, and you're going to come down straight after that's setting a vector. That's the other thing. So we're half a circle, and then so you come up circularly, and then you're setting a vector to go straight down. Right? All right, putting my rock away for a second. Set the vector. No, you're lifting too much. You're not letting the arm fall. You don't need to turn that high. But don't do it in slow motion. That's not helping you. No, you have to stop at the top. Now, torque. Come on, torque. There. You don't have to bring the beat up that high. If you feel the torque, your arm will fall, and you'll have all that weight there. More like that. Yeah, the beat. What is it? What does Vinnie call it? The 5-finger death punch?
Right,
Something
yeah.
like that. What was it?
1-inch punch.
The 1-inch death punch.
Yeah.
Right, so watch. See? Well, it's a 1-inch death punch. Something like that. We say we don't need to bring the bead all that high right now for maximum efficiency. If you're only coming up this high, you don't have to bring the bead up like that and throw all the energy behind you. You're trying to get the energy to go down. Down is where we go. I'm giving a bunch of Richard Wilson stuff is coming to mind right now.
Yeah.
And Richard Martinez, you see? You're coming up. That's, in a sense, this would be, all right, half circle. You have to wait at the top. Don't twist on the way up. No, don't twist. You have to wait at the top. Yeah, now uncoil that. Vinnie, no, that was a 10-inch death punch, an 8-inch death punch. Yeah, there it is. Come on, smaller. You don't need to, yeah, feel the power of not having to yank the beat up to the top of to hit the ceiling. Just stop at the top. You're just twisting around and going up. You stop at the top, nice and flat, and then you give me the Vinnie 1-inch. Here it'll be like 4 inches or something. There. Yeah, you don't have to. There it is, but stop at the top. Just for a moment, and then the death punch. No, that was an 8-inch death punch. No, don't you see how high when you watch this back, the bead's coming up to your chest. There it is. There it is. That's all it is. Don't try to add more than that. If you want a louder sound, you're going to come up higher. Yeah, and the whole thing will get incrementally bigger. Much better. Okay? So go ahead, put the metronome on. Let's play it as 8th notes. I think we need to slow this down.
Yeah, well, that's what I think that's how I was practicing it that way. This particular exercise is playing as
metronome on at 52. Let's play it as 8th notes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now remember what we just talked about. Don't let it just go out the window.
No, not at all.
Well, I know, but it's now you're concentrating on playing a particular sticking, and so this is where you get challenged. Are these motions internalized? There it is. That's good. The one for the depth. There it is. Straight up. There it is. Don't twist. Don't twist. The left is. Yeah. Nope, too high. You threw the energy behind you. There's the death punch. That's all. See, you got a little accent. Nope, you brought the beat up too high. Left is great. There. Don't bring the beat up too much. Better. Even less. A little less. There you go. Okay. All right. So we're just going to move on that. Now let's move on to the next one. Take a quick look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now this one was made at the dotted coordinate.
I got it. I get it.
And this one I got up to like 72 beats per.
Well, I want to approach this more slowly, so that because you have certain things built in from years of playing and having studied with different approaches, right? So let's think of the dotted quarter note as the metronome. Okay, right? And now these notes aren't grace notes, are they? Not an appoggiatura. Now they're actually 2 16th notes.
Yeah, yeah. So those.
It's just different.
Yeah, this was different. This was. So what tempo do you want me to play this at?
I'll give you the tempo.
What's that?
I'll give you the tempo.
$60?
No, a little slower. Put it on at 48. See if you can get this throw, so you're not throwing the energy behind you. So this is the one where I think, now did I have you throw it? There's different ways to play this.
No, I had, they were wrist turns. 1 and 5/8 you had me throw for those notes.
Now watch. Okay, better. See? It's already better. The let's see. What were you doing? It doesn't travel. Doesn't let me figure out. I learned by teaching as well. You know, it's like I have to unravel things for a particular student's hang-up. You see? Da da ba, da da ba, no, ba ba ba, ba ba, ba. There it is again. See? It's just another iteration of what we did. It's a similar iteration to what we just played. Da da. Now watch the beat. It does move quickly, but not that quickly. It's no, look, just make a regular wrist turn for me. Yeah, come up to here. Go on, do it again. How fast is the beat moving? Isn't this just a wrist turn? Isn't that all you're doing when you get to the top of your throw? Yeah. Well, turn a little less. No, just a little less. Look, 6 inches, 5, like there, right here. There. Keep doing that. There. Can't you just do that, but make a little bend of the wrist before you do that? See, the beat isn't moving that fast. Why does your beat go? Here you go. See? Stop at the top. There you go. The beat doesn't have to go that fast. You're just turning your wrist normally. There. That's all it is. It's not some muscular exercise. Yeah. It's a way of avoiding to make the stroke muscular, right? Dick would say, "You think I'm going to work?" He was a child virtuoso violinist. He said, "You think to play double forte, I'm going to start doing this?" That's not how it works. And it doesn't work that way on this instrument either. To play a loud note, a louder note, say, but this is the volume of this. And if I introduce arm, it gets a little louder. Not much louder. Listen. A little louder. Richard Wilson, here's another Richard Wilson. You can write them all down. Richard Wilson would say, when you make a throw, it feels like the stick is getting longer.
The stick is getting longer. Yeah, you mentioned that to me before.
That of course it's not getting longer, it feels like it. So just go ahead and try. Just do this, and then make the throw. 2 regular wrist turns. No, 2 regular wrist turns. See, it got way louder. There, that's all it is. That's all it is. We should be able to make motions where things don't even get louder. You know, we can, well, we'll get to that at another time, right? Because maybe we don't want an accent. Watch. See, we're trying to get this, but we're making motions because we don't always just want to play like this. Yeah. We can move. It's relaxing to move. Okay, so this downstroke thing isn't this. Watch. It's a tiny bit louder. It's a dot. Oh, well, we're not throwing it. That's the 5/8, but it's not that much louder. It's more relaxed than you think. Or like that. Now do doubles and do that. Da-da, da-da, bop. Remember? It's a little stop at the top. There you go. Twist on the way up. Stop at the top, and then there you go. See? No, through the beat energy behind you. Too high. There. You're not going to bring the beat up much higher than for those little notes. Are you? Depending on what volume we're playing. Da-da, bop. Watch how high I bring my beat up. There, and these are here. Not that much higher, a little higher. And a little less than that. There you go. That's all it is, Joe. There. Really, no, don't overdo it. It's just a motion. It'll give you the accent if you just make the motion. Okay, metronome back on 48. Is that what I suggested? Okay. Relax. Much more relaxed. Don't blow through it. Little stop at the top. Uncoil it. Feel the torque. Straight up and the right. Okay, now we're going to move on to the 1 in 5. Now here's the one where we could throw, we might not throw. Okay, so you're going to make little throws for the sonatas.
Okay.
Take a quick look at that. Now, again, we're not playing grace notes. These are actual 16th notes that we're playing. Okay. And let's see. You had to.
84 was my
We're
start.
playing to a quarter note, right? Da 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 da. It's real slow, a little faster.
It was here. It was like
So we're at like 48 and 48. I had to start at 48. 1, 2, 48. 3. We're going to put up to.
no, because my start tempo was 84. We're on 84.
Yeah, but that didn't work. Da 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 ba da ba da da ba.
So,
Yeah, put the metronome on at 56. It's real slow, but it'll give you time to iron out some of these.
yeah.
I thought you could make little throws for the sonatas. Slow. It almost rests. Okay, so here's the example as your throws are improving. So you're going to be making those little throws, da da ba, and a bigger throw, da da ba, ba. So you're just going to come up a little higher, but it's as real. Really feels just as relaxed. I think. Let me see. Like nothing. See the triangle? Can you see the triangle? The Richard Martinez. This. Watch. Let's see. Let's see. There's a triangle. It. See the triangle?
Yep. Oh yeah. Now
See it?
that's much more evident in the.
Okay, cool.
How did you do that? That's really cool.
Right? Okay, so see, start to work.
Yeah.
There it is. So you have to get to that.
That's really cool.
And what you do is you don't blow past that, or watch. You'll take the triangle that's resting on. It's as if one end of the one running down your arm is resting at the floor, and the other end is resting at the floor. If you blow past resting at the floor, the whole triangle. Now you've lifted up the entire pyramid. It's a lot of work. You don't do that.
But is that right? And setting up like this?
Perfect. Now you as much as you did this way, you're going to do that this way as it falls. So it won't go that high because you're falling as it happens. It won't go as high because your arm is falling.
Then we're getting back to that. Then we're getting ourselves to this. Oh.
Okay. So here it is. Watch. I'll hit you to it.
That's eye-opening.
Cool. Da da pa da da pa let's see. Da da pa. See the triangle? And it'll get a bigger triangle. Here's the big triangle. Small triangle. Big triangle, small, small, big, small, small, small. Here, big. So it's this, this, this. See, there's still a triangle.
Yeah.
I never blow past that. I just make it a bigger triangle. Yeah. There you go. You don't have to work harder. You don't have to work harder up or down. You just have to make it bigger, and it's the same timing. All right. Okay. So try it one more. There you go. Ta-da! Good, man. Okay. Okay. So you can have just what is a bass player I like to work with? He says, if you can just learn one thing every day, that's something else.
This is a great way of teaching this.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So let's try it again. Let's play.
Okay.
2 small throws, 2 small triangles, and then a bigger triangle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Come, make a bigger triangle.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go. Okay. Let's. Okay. Okay. One's bigger. Bigger triangle. Smaller. Small. Yeah, you're getting the idea.
Okay. Well, that helps.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's all it is. Little motion. Whack. Yeah. Blap, 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 blap. Ra, 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 ra. Dabba, dabba, digga, 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 digga. Okay. We're gonna get to the last iteration today. Okay. And that is, now we're in 6/8. Now we already, what is it? It's a single drag. We've already essentially played this. This is an extension of what you've previously done. Remember when you had to count 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so now we're thinking in 16th notes. Sorry, 1 and 2, right? 1, so it's another stenoto, so it'll be a small throw. 1 and a bigger throw. 1 and 2. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, Okay. So 1. How would we count this? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
You could.
1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6. Okay. So the metronome, we put it on where? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 40. We're at 40.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's go back.
And where were we on where did I have you on 5/8? Where did I have you?
5/8. You had assigned it to me 84 to 100.
No, just now.
Oh, I think it was 56. 56. Quarter equals 56.
And we can watch back and know for sure.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't want to make sure I document that. Okay, now we're at 40 on the 4th iteration.
Yeah.
See how that's working.
So
2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's
1 and 2 and 3. Okay, now here's what's happened. Wait, no, what? This is going so well, and you're playing it. See, this is kind of how you came in today, where you're playing stuff, but you're forcing it out.
Yeah,
so back to forcing. So let's calm down and figure out how we can play that so we're nice and relaxed.
Exactly.
Be relaxed. Okay, so it's look how easy. Look, even if it's faster. It doesn't get all freaky. It doesn't need to be freaky. You just learn these motions, it'll work out.
Like at that tempo.
Let's see, maybe we do need to slow it down. Okay, so does your metronome go below 40?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, of course. It's a Canadian metronome, of course it.
I can play it at 30. It's fine.
So you're at 30 now?
2,
30. Oh, let's
1,
do that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
And 3, 4, 5, and 6. There you go, nice and relaxed.
4, 5.
Ow!
1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3.
Here, it's this. 1, 2, and 3. It's just 1, 2, and. Just do that. 1, 2, and.
1, 2.
No. See, these now we're back into grace notes. And I noticed that Murray doesn't have, or maybe Richard Wilson actually created this for Murray.
Oh, no, you're right. Sorry about that. Right.
Okay, so this is these are grace notes, they're Appoggiaturas. So we're not done at written 16th notes.
You're right. Yeah, sorry about that.
And that's it. That's all it is. Stop. Just meditate on that. It's 1, 2, and. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing freaky. 1, 2, and. Right? Go ahead and try it. 1, 2, and. No. Just this much. 1, 2, and.
Okay.
Put the metronome on and just do that. It's a little throw, a little pyramid. No. Wait. Forget the met. You just know it's going to be something like this. It's just that. Just forget the metronome. Just give me 2 drags. Give me 2 right drags. That's all it is. Okay. The left hand is just doing this. And the right is just doing this. See the little triangle? No, don't go, no, it doesn't go, ooh. It just goes, watch. It gets real slow. You're just completing this motion. It's slow. Look, here it is, watch. Watch how slow. Watch my bead. Watch my bead. See, it's just doing this. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, just with a stick. There. You don't do this. Yes. The whipping comes from a motion that's much slower than you think. It's the timing of the motion, there's no forcing. That's the charm of this technique.
Yes.
This motion, there it is. Now put 2 notes before that. Play me a right drag, for goodness sakes. Yeah, you don't have to see how relaxed the right is now again? Your right's back. You don't force to move slowly on the way down. Slow. Just move that beat. It's the timing. That's all it is. So you're doing that twice. You're going, and then you're going to make another smooth on the other side, a little bit deeper. There. Nice, and now go the other way and show me you can just do that the other way. And then I know you can do this. There, do that again. Good, now go the other way. Not 3 rebounds in the left, just 2. Da-da-da. Slamming now. It's the motion. You're not trying to drive that nail through the into the wood. Although Dick Wilson would say it's a hammer and a nail. You see what metaphors do to us?
Yeah.
Make us crazy. Nice and easy. There you go. Now you're playing a little bit of a different stroke, but that's it. Now you're just going to go ra, ra, da, ra, ra, da. Nice and easy. Count out loud.
1
And 2 and 3, and don't get louder and harder. No, it's 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, or 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You got to keep counting.
1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3.
Easy now, nice and easy.
1
Slower on the way down than you think.
and 3,
There, starting to relax.
1
Nice and easy. There, nice and easy. Okay, Joe. There, Jake, you can play it in a much more relaxed fashion. And as you meditate on this stuff and really focus on some, because I was pretty tough on you today, right?
Oh, that's fine.
I came at you today on a bunch of things that we can let go, but then I'm going to have to come at you, I don't know how long down the road. And you'll be, so let's tidy this thing up now, right? And you're into it because you're nice and patient. You're a teacher yourself. You're a professional musician. You know how to be on a bandstand and relax your mind and concentrate and play music. All of that stuff comes into play to help you be a really good student. Nice and easy. It's the motion. It's the timing of the motion, not muscling the way through your way through this thing.
Exactly.
There. See how nice and easy the bead moves? Now it's smoothed out. That's all it is. It's pretty, isn't it?
It is.
It really is.
It is.
I was working with a singer last night, and I haven't talked to her, but it's almost like a Malaysian dance. You know the Malaysian thing?
Yeah.
But it's just beautiful. See, look, there's it. Yeah, you've seen them dance like that, right?
Yeah.
You thought like that. I can that. Yeah, it's this beautiful thing. And as Murray Spivack would say, it's very elegant. Right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You mentioned that.
Turning this off. Good job.
Elegant.
Well, Joe.